Hello everyone, welcome to the Sovereign Trader channel. For those of you that watched some of the videos, my name is Dor. I have a trading experience of around 3+ years in total. I've been trading and experimenting with many different kind of methods, whether it be market profile, price action, moving averages, a footprint. During this time I maintained expertise in price action, and in the last 6 to 8 months I've been incorporating classical chart patterns into my price action knowledge and constructed a swing strategy from it, which I usually trade the global equities. Today guys, as you can see, I'm not going to do a regular video. Okay, usually I publish 2 videos, one on Monday, one on Friday. On Monday we are opening the week with our watch lists. Okay, we are going through possible setups, we are going through some preparation for the coming week, and on Friday we are going through how the trading week went, how my positions behaved. If I close positions, then I also go through my closed positions and describe and elaborate what I did and how did I approach each of the positions. Guys, in the last several days, I've made a decision to add some aspects to my current strategy. So up until this point, as you might have noticed, I've been pure classical chart pattern and price action trader. Okay, which means that my strategy was based mainly on classical chart patterns and price action. This is how I made decisions to enter positions. This is also how I made decision to be interested in a specific stock. That's because it had a classical chart pattern that was answering my setup or my strategy criteria. And in the last several days, guys, I've made a decision that I'm going to add some improvements or say adjustments to my strategy. One can say that these are significant adjustments or improvement, and another can say that they are just enhancement to the current approach and the current strategy. Either way, guys, I'll go through the improvements and I'll explain them more for myself than for you guys. Okay, as I'm always mentioning, I'm doing the videos as much for me as it is for you. So it's time for me to reflect on the idea of making these enhancements, these improvements, these changes in a sense to my strategy, explain them, re-understand them, and reflect on them myself. So if I just said a moment ago that the prior strategy or the strategy that I was trading until this point was based on classical chart pattern and price action solely, which is in a sense had one leg, now the strategy has 3 legs to it. Okay, the first leg that I want to pay attention to is the fundamentals. Okay, and I'm going through reading the what I just wrote about it, and then I'll elaborate freely. So this leg will allow me to be more precise and thoughtful about the kind of stock that I'm looking to trade breakout. More learning needed on how to identify this stock, but it will usually be growth stocks with high earnings, sales, and margins. The idea behind this leg is that instead of trading each and every random stock that has a chart pattern, I'm preferring to trade and focus on stocks that are more prone to strong, decisive momentum moves for better breakouts and follow-through moves. This tendency for stronger moves will come from strong fundamentals and in some cases low float stocks. The fundamental leg, in simple words, will provide what to buy aspect of the strategy. Okay, guys, so instead, as I just read, instead of buying each and every random stock that I see a classical chart pattern in, I want to be more thoughtful about what kind of stock I'm buying or entering. Okay? And this idea just makes sense to me as the sun that is rising each day, or the idea of knowing and understanding thoroughly price action to trade successfully. It just makes sense to me. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, I want to trade a stock that has tendency, has some fundamental backing to lead to a strong momentum and protracted long up move. Okay? So if I can be more thoughtful and for a moment look at several fundamental statistics, say, or ratios or information, which I know to do. Once again, I did a value investing course in Columbia Business School, which provided me with a very decent fundamental look on stocks. Once again, I'm not saying that I'm gonna go into the competitive advantage of the company or historical performance or the main product and how they incorporate in the overall market, which segments in the market they dominate in relation to their competitors, the robustness of the company, the management. I'm not gonna go that deep, guys. At the end of the day, I'm a trader. Okay, I've always been a trader and I will always be a trader. And I'm gonna pay attention once again to several statistics, which will be high growth on margins, high growth on earnings and sales. Okay, because these are stocks that usually the institutions are willing to buy at large quantities, and this immense, massive buying leads to long, strong, and protracted move to the upside. Okay, so this is the aspect of the fundamental leg of the strategy. It will provide me with the idea what to buy. It will make me more precise on what to buy. Once again, instead of buying each and every stock that has a classical chart pattern on its chart, I want to buy those that has classical chart patterns but has also fundamental backing to tell me that they are more prone to break out as I expect. Okay, which I expect a breakout type 1 or type 2. For those of you that are not familiar with these specific definitions, go to Axel Kibar. He explains it very clearly in his tech charts platform. At the end of the day, a type 1 breakout is a breakout where price is breaking out and not looking backward, continuing higher into the chart pattern measure target. And a breakout type 2 is a breakout where price is breaking out, coming to retest the pattern boundary and then continues higher. In some cases, it will not even challenge the pattern boundary. It will pull back without challenging the pattern boundary and continue higher. Either way, the kind of breakouts that I'm looking for, guys, are breakouts that are decisive and that are one directional and strong. And focusing on stocks that have fundamentals, backing the idea, or stacking the probabilities on my side that this specific stock with backing fundamentals have a higher tendency to break out strongly and precisely. This at the end of the day what I'm looking for, and it makes much more sense to me than just trading each and every one random stock that has a classical chart pattern on its chart. Okay, guys, so the second The second leg will be chart patterns and price action, which is what I've been doing up until this point. Okay. Once again, I want to put an emphasis on the idea of fundamentals. I'm gonna be maybe 10 to 15% fundamentals. Okay, I'm not, once again, not gonna go into the value side of the company, but more of the statistics, earnings, margins, and sales, guys. High growth, I want to see on those. And there is more learning on my side, as I mentioned, to know how to identify these in a more efficient and precise way. Okay, so the second leg is chart patterns and price action. Okay, this leg of the strategy will provide when to buy. As it has been for now. I'll use chart patterns and price action to identify when a setup is mature and provide an entry. It will also provide the base for my initial stop loss trade management, and without further words, the leg of the strategy will provide the when to buy aspect. So there is not much to write about this specific leg, because it says it all what I wrote under this explanation of this leg. Okay, I have this idea of initial stop loss or trade management, okay, which are the several few days after I enter the position. I want to be very aggressive or very aware how price is behaving. Okay, but because at the end of the day, at the breakout point, which is in a sense a pivotal point, or the place where the buyers, if we are looking long, should be the strongest and the most decisive. Okay, I want to see strong price action and follow through there. Okay, this is the time where let's say buyers are actually breaking out from the resistance that it was under. Okay, and I want to see them running higher. I want to see them improve. I want to see them actually proving to me that I have the ability to continue higher. And this is why the initial or the several few days after the entry of the position is very crucial to me. Okay, so many of my entry management will remain the same. Actually, I believe that it will remain the same almost 90%. On the side of setup criteria, I need to add and remove some criteria, but overall I believe that 60 to 70% it will remain the same. And once again, guys, so I identified a stock with good fundamentals. Okay, I have a chart pattern that is allowing me to understand when to buy the stock, when the stock is mature to be bought and enter a position. This will be the aspect of the classical chart patterns and the price action. Okay, nothing much to add about it. Okay, the third leg is trend and momentum trading. This leg of the strategy is more related to the management and general view of the trade. It is related to management in a sense that the position will be managed based on ATR trailing stop, moving averages, and price action, price cycles. By that I mean bases and breakouts. Okay, which we usually have 3 to 5 bases before a stock reaches some kind of exhaustion and then a correction and then a more deep correction. But once again, this is where the study on my side is needed. It will allow to capture longer moves with a portion of the position. This is the leg of the strategy that requires more studying from my side, which is where my focus will be in the following month, until I get the basics and start to implement my improved strategy. So once again, guys, if the fundamentals told me what to buy, and the classical chart patterns and price action told me when to buy. The trend and momentum trading is telling me how to manage the trade. And by saying the general view of the trade is the idea that I have the possibility to run with the trade for a very long time, say several months or even a year, with portion of my position. So it would be entering at the first base, okay, running the first move, realizing some profits, and leaving some to let the price run. Maybe it forms the second base. I might add to the position, run with it for another leg, and then decrease near the or close to the formation of the third base, and so on. Okay, which is kind of different from how I was expecting to manage a position with classical chart patterns, but according to my strategy, it was actually not different, because my strategy actually says bluntly that, let me even show you that, guys. Okay, so type 1 or type 2 manage will be according to ATR trailing stop loss. Okay, gradual or normal advance to price action will be close at full measure target. Target will be measured both in linear and long short. So that's not something to pay attention to. But what I want to say is the idea that in my current strategy, or say the pure classical chart pattern and price action strategy, if I had a breakout type 1 or breakout type 2 which are not showing up that frequent, but they do, when they do, I want to take a partial position and let the rest run based on trailing stop loss. So it's very similar to how I'm gonna approach the idea of trend and momentum trading, but I will incorporate as new elements moving averages and the idea of price cycles of bases and breaks and breakouts. Okay, the trend and momentum trading, guys, is where the actual learning is needed on my side, because I think this is my weak point in this improved strategy. But this is the third leg, guys. Okay, so you can think like there are 3 circles, okay, and they are colliding to a place where they are all the same. There is a point that connects each of them. They are overlapping. First, second, and third, and the middle has a point. That's actually I just drawn it here, so it is something like that. So this will be the idea, guys, behind the improved strategy. Some additional notes on my side. The improvement will mean that my trading will revolve around US equities only. Up until this point, I was trading global equities. I'm going to focus from now on US equities. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, most of the world is investing in US equities. Whether it be Swedish or French or German hedge funds, they are in US stocks. Not all of the world is in France stocks, or in German, or in Japanese stocks. But all of the world is in US stocks, whether it be pensions funds or whatever. So for that reason, and if I'm connecting it for a moment to the idea of momentum and strong breakouts that I'm looking for, I want strong buying power. I want buyers backing the move to the upside, and the most amount of money in the world is going into US stocks. Everyone in the world is trading the US market. Okay, and for this reason, guys, I'm gonna focus only on US stocks. I need to be more aware of specific sector behavior and the market in general, because at the end of the day I want to capture trends that are forming in the market, okay, and then align the setups in timing wise, align the setups with the beginning of the trend in the market, and then capture the positions and then enter the position when, in a sense, the market is starting. Usually it will be the leading stocks, I'll get to that in a moment, but for now, when the market is getting or starting some clear of up move or a new trend, this is the time where I want to enter a specific stocks or even stock that are in specific sector that is behaving more strongly than others. I need to be more aware of market leading stocks and their behavior from the perspective that the leaders of the market are moving before the market itself is moving. The indexes, guys, are lagging. Okay, most of the time you're first of all seeing the leading stocks moving, and then it in a sense pulls the rest of the market with it. Okay, to capture broad trends in the market and in the setups candidates, I need to make sure that there is a broad participation of stocks in the uptrend of the market indexes, which means I will need to be cautious. And once again, guys, these are concepts that I need to deepen my knowledge in, but from make sense perspective, I need to be aware when I have a broad participation of a market uptrend, then an uptrend where only 10 to 15 stocks of the S&P are pulling the market higher. Okay, I would want a market where there is broad participation because it's more stable and it is more supported, I would say. Another points that I've not yet written, but I will incorporate volume into my trading, okay, which is a very, very important part on the idea of identifying strong breakouts. And what it means to the channel, guys. Up until this point, I was publishing two videos a week. I believe that in the coming months, guys, I will publish a video once a week. This video will be more related to my experiences about trading, will be more related to my journey so far, and less about the technical stuff. Up until this point, I was sharing some trading insights during the videos of the technical aspect of going through the charts. I believe that each week I will post a video around Monday to Tuesday where I share my experiences. Okay, I will think about interesting content and stuff that I believe will be crucial for beginning traders and experienced traders altogether. Okay, like what kind of mentor you should take, how you should approach the market if you are just start trading, the idea of risk management, and it's important, the idea of capital, of mental capital, the idea of working on the psychological aspect of trading. I will think about stuff. I believe that I have quite a few to talk about. What it means for my strategy, guys. It means that my strategy will, in a sense, be on hold for the coming months. Okay, I believe that a month will, this will be a month where I'm going to focus on the idea of trend and momentum trading. I'm going to be learning from Oliver Kell, Mark Minervini, Dan Zanger, okay, reading the book of William O'Neill, reading the book of Momentum Masters. So guys, this will be a month, I believe, where I will have I'll manage to gain the basics of how to search stocks based on the fundamentals, which in a sense it's the most crucial element that I need. Beyond that, on the side of how to manage the trade, how to enter, I have almost everything put together in my current strategy. But I believe that I will get some knowledge and information from these trading legends that I just mentioned, that I can add some improvements to my management aspect. So I believe it will be around a month, guys, as I know myself and my learning ethic. And I believe that after a month, guys, I will return to posting technical videos, which will be different from the videos that we had so far. It will not be pure technical, or pure classical chart patterns. We will go through stocks, cover for a moment the fundamentals, cover for a moment the basis or the stage at which the stock at, and actually, in a sense, going through my watch list, open positions, but according to the new strategy or the improved strategies I want to refer to it. So guys, this is it for the video today. This will be the video for this week. The next week I will post a video once again, as I mentioned, on the insights and the insights about trading, sharing my journey, my experience, even making an introduction video to myself, sharing a bit about myself, where I started, what I've been through, the fields that I've been involved in the worlds of investing and trading. I believe that this will be the next video, guys. Kind of getting to know me a little bit better. So for those of you that did watch the video, I hope that you gained some idea or on how to approach changes that you make to your strategy, kind of for a moment understanding what they add to the current strategy. And I hope that maybe it helped you if you had some kind of strategy, or maybe you took some elements from my strategy, guys. So once again, 3 legs: fundamentals, chart pattern, and trend and momentum trading. Fundamentals, what to buy; chart patterns, when to buy; and a trend and momentum trading, more on the management of the trade. So thank you, guys. I wish you a good trading week, and I will see you on next week, Monday or Tuesday. Bye bye.